Hello fellow FE reviewers, my name is Steven. Today we're going to be going over the concept of present worth. Present worth is very valuable, seeing future payouts in today's terms. As in today, today's problem, we have 4 different objects. We have a first cost, we have an annual cost, and we have a salvage cost. Today I chose D to represent, to do the calculations for. We have a visual representation of the payouts right here, cash flow diagram. So the first payout, so this guy right here was $40,000. You have a $5,000 each single year. We're looking at 8 years, and a salvage value of $4,000. To do this, we're going to need 2 equations. We have the main equation right here is when you take one future payout into today's terms, so future value into today's terms, and the second equation is actually a simplified equation. So if you have a constant payout, or if you have to pay something constantly throughout a certain amount of time, you can actually use this equation to make it a lot easier. Instead of having to do 8 iterations of this guy, we're just going to do one of these and put in our 8 years. Also, you need to know this, our discount rate is actually 12%. So, when you look at it all together, you see that when you do the payment in today's terms, you have a minus down payment, so it was $40,000. Minus the future value of the $5,000, and this equation is through this guy, so over the 8 years. And then you have a positive value, because you're going to get money back for future payout, which is $4,000, times the first equation. So if we actually do D, we're going to get an equals to negative. We have a $40,000, and then minus, so we have a $5,000. And we got 1 plus, and then discount rate's in percentage, so you have to convert that to 0.12 to the 8 years, minus 1. And then you got a 0.12 again, and then 1 plus 0.12, and you're going to take it to the 8 years again. And this is for the continuous annual cost that you're going to be doing. So then, the salvage cost, you have a $4,000, and then it's going to be 1 over 1 plus 0.12. You're going to take all of that to the 8, because it's 8 years again. So this guy actually came out to be negative $63,222. The problem statement that we had was actually to find the top 2 and their differences. So if we actually see this right here, it's negative 63 with 222. I took out the other values already, for time's sake, because this is going to take way too long. And the top 2 looks to be B and D. So if we actually look at the differences here, so we're going to go 63392. We're going to subtract D, which is 63,222. We get a value of 170. This guy was given as one of our options, so this is going to be our answer right here. And that is how you find net present worth.